Hey guys, .NET MAUI. This time around we will do a simple application. Again, following other examples, we will create new projects. Will be to-do or task list application, simple, but again should give us opportunity to work on. So we'll start with a new template here. Let's call it something special. MAUI. Let's call it here. To-do app solution. Will have new solution, and again it's everything will be under dev as we want to. Okie dokie. Next, then we will use the latest, in this case .NET 7. Takes some time to create the project, and we got it. So again, if you remember, let me just throw it out. It will be our usual application out there. This is something we want to kind of achieve as a result. So again, we will be able to add new tasks or to-do items and have them out there. Here's our application. Again, I'm using just Windows. Seems to be it's relatively faster than running on Android, but we'll definitely double check on Android. So again, default. Again, we need to get in this shape. So what we're gonna do, so we'll jump in again, just reminder, when you again, when you not run, but run in debug mode, you will be able automatically to have XAML view, live preview, and also we have this live visual tree here. So from this perspective, let's open up and see where we're at. So as you remember, or rather, let me just walk you through this. As you can see, it will highlight here the all components. So we have our main page that will remain. We have scroll view, and after that we have vertical stack starting, and we have all other stuff. So from that matter, again, we don't need this just yet, so we'll kill it, including scroll view. So our other component should support scroll after that. So just doing the cleanup out there, and at the same time, when we have XAML, let's check our logic here. So by default, it was functionality when we click it, this button, it will adding up. So as you can see is this one. So we will keep adding and displaying the text. So we don't need this functionality just yet, and we will remove this one. All good? Yeah. We will save it, and rebuild application. Oh, I need to rebuild application to. Okay, let's do this. Interesting. It wasn't able to do hot reload at the beginning, but yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we rebuild it, and yeah, as expected, we have nothing, just a home here. So that's good. And again, while we redeploy, we can have this. Let's see, can we do this? Yeah, look at that. We have, thanks to hot reload, we will be able to again see the changes as we progress. Let me go back. We need to still kind of start with content page. Yeah, for this matter, let's put our grid. Just get the sense here. And save it. So we have, let me increase so we can see better here. Contains one row and one column, so we definitely need to have some additional definitions here. loot after role definition. It's class definition. We're talking about height. After that, length and width. Okay. So we're just adding 100. Again, it's automatically will be adjusted after and all widths. And after that, column definition 25% and 75 and 25. After that, let's put that. So remember, we want to put this image. We don't have images just yet, so let's get. For that matter, we have image. Let's close up. So we'll have our grid counts. Grid count span, we will say 2, and also source. Yeah, at this point, from source perspective, yeah, let's look up our source explorer. So we have this .NET bot basically. First reaction, it reminds Android bot, but this one kind of look funky purple. Okay, we got. Let's go back our live view. We didn't need this. So we have our source out there, and let's see if it will do the trick. Okay, not yet. So we're supposed to get our. Now the issue, as you can see, it should be PNG automatically. It's transfer. So here's our guy. We got him. So and by default it went to kind of in the middle. Okay, good. Now let's do background before we close this guy. So background color we want. Can we have some grayish? See it here. Let's do green. Boom. Oops. Click it, Control D as a duplication of line. Okay, we got something. And maybe do yellow. Light yellow. Okay, let's use this one. Here we go. We'll do some prettier stuff here. Let's do some padding. As you can see, it's fill up everything, and it looks like as default. So we can have some padding, and again, almost like in CSS, we can do left, right, up, and down. But again, by default, we will do. Let's check like 12. Let's see. As you can see, it's adding kind of padding to the grid. So we have this kind of breathing room. So the next stop, as we have here, let's add this at a field. So it will be, we will use for that matter will be entry point. So yeah, let's go with that. Oops. We got entry, and we'll have our placeholder. Again, it's optional, but again, let's say we'll say. Enter TODO item. Okay, so it will prompt us that. Let's close up. Okay, we did again. It's need to be inside the grid. Just move it in offline. Let's have some breathing room. So we have image, we have entry placeholder, and let's say that looks like I see it's already saved that it's in here. So we need some. We'll say that it's grid, and we'll have it on row after that. Let's save it, and we have it. And here we go. Yeah, I was mistaken also adding this should be a point 25. Add to do item. So we have this in place, which is good. And we can even type. Buy milk items. So, but there is no button, action button here. Okay, let's adding up the button to it. So we have button, we have text to it, add to do, let's say. After that, we want similar. Let's see how it will react even like this. Ooh, yeah. So in this case, don't forget about grid row. So being lazy, just copy paste. In my case, so it's overwritten with our previous entry point. So, and in this case, we will use what the grid. Remember, as we put that our grid will be two. So in this case, we will say that it will be a grid. We will put in column 1, starting from 0. Here we go. Now it's everything pushed nicely there. And we can do this. There is no for function logic to the click. You didn't miss that yet. Let's see if we can make it prettier before we go with implementation of logic. Again, we have all freedom to do this, but again, while we have already kind of structure created in upfront, we will do, instead of each element, we want to have the breathing room between, we will do some spacing. And in this case, we'll have row spacing. Let's say we'll use our 12, and at the same time, we will say our column spacing. Here we go. And as you can see, we have like nice, good touch of out there. So this is more separated. So that kind of more user-friendly, I would say, and easy on eye. So we'll use collection view for that matter. Again, to knock it out these items. Right now we will just hard code, just make sure that we have at least visualization according to our mockup or design. And after that, yeah, in this case we will put into 2 row and grid, column span also will be 2. After that we'll have our items source. So collection view. No. Let me type in. Okay, we added item source. After that, we will do our array, and this is kind of, again, depends of your style. You can do initiate the array right here. But I would say prefer to see this in C# code instead of having part of XAML, but it's also again doable. So again, initiation XL variable type, we're saying that it's string, and let's again at this point we'll hard code with some values, the same as mockup. Apples, let's say buy apples in this case. Let's say will be to do. Okay, we got this, and let's multiply, copy paste what we had on mockup. Bananas and what was that? And oranges. Just bananas, oranges. And we have these elements right there. Again, no pretty. We need most probably do some bordering and such layout, better layout of visualization. So we will do, we will use for this matter again, fast forwarding the details just here. Again, within the same controller view, we will have our controller template. We will use a data template. Like like this, and after that we will tweak our grid. We'll have additional padding. Oops. Padding from, let's say, 0.5. Yeah, and after that we'll open up a frame. We want this kind of frame experience frame, and after that we will using the binding. Binding something, yeah, we can look up later on, but at least let's trust the system, which is wrong way to say it. So label, we'll have some text, and again for that matter we will do binding. So we have that, and let's specify while we still on label level, right? Let's add font size. We want most probably items bigger than they used to. Let's go 28 pixels. Right. Oh, here we go. Look at that from original. We got it. So again, live view helps, and again similar on our application. Seems to be it's too big. Let's go down to 20. And what? And they gone? What the heck? 28. No errors, no warnings. I don't know. That it didn't work well. We'll check yeah, in a moment what's happened. And you know what? We'll restart. And restart helped, so it looks like this hot deploy wasn't very pleased what we're doing. Okay. So again, on the site I'm entering the data, it's not happening, nothing. Okay, to do. Oh, actually it's saying us, yeah, that we're clicking to do button. And here's our label. Okay, good. Well-being. So to act on this, most probably it will be old school, add buttons here to delete, like cross or kind of say delete. But what we will gonna do instead, we will have our swipe to left or right. I mean, probably it should be to the left, but yeah, to the right. Yeah, let's see what we can do. We'll do this. We'll put our the whole grid out there with swipe view, right? And we will close this grid over here. Like this. So we'll be adding again swipe. We added swipe. Hold on. Swipe view. Let's move it. Just format it. We got this. And yeah, and this is kind of the way we can do already built-in functions on swiping. So behavior will have in our items, we're saying it will be swipe item. And we're saying that we'll have a text on swipe. Let's say it will be delete. And also we want to kind of draw attention. I will have some orange red, I don't know, here we go. Not completely red, but something like this. And yeah, let's close this up. Swipe. So yeah, let's see what we can do for us. Looks like my speed up development using Windows didn't help here, so swipe doesn't work. First reaction, it should be Android iOS feature arises in Windows. So switching to Android, and it will take some time to put up. Okay, we have our to-do app up, and yeah, as you can see, we have our swipe. Again, it doesn't work on. Let me just show you here, guys. So this is our default built-in functionality that we used a moment ago. Again, it doesn't work on Windows, so that's why, like that same reusability of code, we really need to pay attention how our Windows, let's say, if the same application will be used truly on mobile and desktop, if it's the same swipe will be the right functionality, or we really need to have another old school if statement or other mean to handle the cases. Yeah, let's replace this funky robot out there. So in this case, we still can do so. Yeah, we'll see if true. We have to go to images, add new item. Not really. Hold on. We need to add existing item. So we're adding somewhere local, so I generated one logo out there. Yeah, AI generated. So we added here, so we have it. And we can go back in here, and instead of robot, how I can do this? Property. Okay, I put space, which is probably not the recommended way. So we have that one, so let's see if views will spin. Looks like it doesn't want application to restart. Transparent. What? Yes, that works, but logo doesn't. Looks like we need to do stop debug and start it again. It's alright. Again, do not close the emulator. In my case, it's taking like forever. Do another debug. Yeah, first reaction, we need PNG. Give me a second, I will convert it. Not. Okay, quickly redo this. Again, I will delete this one. Added a PNG version instead of, and let me change also here as well. Here we go, and run it again. Underscore. I'll read the instruction. Characters contain only alphabetic characters and underscore. Oh, looks like drag and drop even works. Yeah, good. Underscore. Do another attempt here. And we got it. So again, spoiler alert, I didn't, so again, our logo, and we got the same logo over here. So again, and it scales as we go, so let's do it a little bit bigger. We will it. No, it didn't. Yeah, it's scaling up nicely out there as well. So yeah, so we knock it out, the logo, again, lesson learned. From resource perspective, just lowercase numbers and lower lines, that's it. Now we have it. So again, just UI, so we use it only XAML to do this. Again, we did some binding already and we're into user experience and UI. So there is no logic as yet to this. We will be building up on top of this application. So please check the description for source code and also for details out there, because we will be continuing ranking. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like if you like and consider subscribe. Bye.